I wish that my monitor would not reflect on my glasses. That is so distracting.
Mm.
It's like you can't even see my eyes. It's just, oh, just monitor.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I can only see your
Yeah,
eyes through your glasses.
yeah,
Funny
that's
shit.
very annoying. Anyway, I'm Perry, your friendly neighborhood mangaka in the making you some manga on this Thanksgiving Eve, as coined by Sergio. Yeah, I'm gonna switch cameras. No, wait, before that. No, I won't do my pitch. I'm too lazy. I'm not gonna do it. Anyway, I make a manga called Cold Blooded. Uh, if you love battle manga, Dragon Ball Z, you'll probably like this. It's about good old Rembrandt Snart. There's a page I worked on last time. You can look at this one. I'm doing some other stuff. Who misses his father dearly. And one day, while holding out hope, after his father's disappearance 5 years ago, he discovers latent reptilian abilities brought out by a shadowy figure determined to end his life. Excuse me. Uh, it is available free to read on Webtoon, Tapastic, the Pop Comics, the Duck Web Comics, Art
Right.
Street, and now the ninth period art comics. All links are in the description to my YouTube video. Can you hear me all right, Serge?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
All
good.
right.
Verse. Uh, is it okay if I like talk, or are you done with the plug?
Yeah, you can talk.
Because it's comic related.
Don't say plug. That sounds dirty.
That sounds dirty.
I'm supporting myself. I'm introducing myself.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Sorry about that. So like,
You feel me?
yeah, I feel you. So like, you know who does like the art style for the gorillas? Like he's
Yeah. No, I
also
don't
like.
know. Who is it?
Let me check. I should know this.
What's his name? Yeah,
Uh,
you're not a true fan. You failed.
failed. Gorillas. I kind of like. His name's Jamie Hewlett. He's also like a comic book artist as well. Well, I bring him up because their channel is like hardcore pumping out like animated content right now after like 7 to 10 years doing nothing. It's probably because of that.
It's because of COVID.
Yeah, COVID basically. And like I don't know, like I like his style. Not so much his content because it can be a little bit weird. I do like his illustrations.
That's just how I like it.
Yeah. So he's also running a series on his YouTube channel where um, I think he animates like voice clips now, and then they've been making like a lot of content for like the music videos.
Uh,
So I don't know. I don't know why I bring that up. I don't know. I guess I like his style. Yeah. Oh, he has exhibitions. Okay, so like he's also active like in the contemporary art scene. Interesting. I did not know that. Um, yeah, I mean, like his style's cool. They collaborates with Tame and Albarn. He's the actual musician that makes the music for the band.
oh
And I
no.
think another something
Oh,
big that's happening nowadays is collaboration because their band, they collaborate with a whole bunch of artists basically, and it's just kind of like a front, like an excuse just to have like all these people together. Cat, you know, which I think is the future. The future of the comic book industry and the arts. Yeah. Which is why I would say I'm happy to collaborate with uh, people, Yeah, collaboration.
Mhm.
Um,
Are you dropping hints, Sergio?
yeah, dropping
Are
hints,
you wanting
man.
to collaborate with me?
Yeah, let's collab. Like, let's go hard on collaboration. I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm serious, but not the way I said it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, it's too late. No, no takesy backsies.
Uh, what else? So like Reach Records, they're having like a Black Friday sale. It's like everything's 40% off, like their merch. Got an email for that.
Yeah, you wait. How do you know about that? You don't follow them
Hey,
unless you
whoa,
do.
yeah, do it. Well, because it's a good deal. Like they sent me an email, and I gave it a
Oh, you
gamble.
signed up for their email list?
Yeah, yeah, Black Friday sale,
Was there any
40%.
merch that you were wanting?
I think their shirts are cool. Probably get
Yeah,
like a
they are.
shirt.
They had a subscription at one time. They may still have it. I never got it, but I always thought it was cool. And basically, you subscribe, and they would send a shirt to you each month that had a custom 116 design on it.
Oh, nice.
And you wouldn't be able to get them anywhere else, I believe.
Hmm.
It's just
Hmm. Yeah, that's cool. So it's like those t-shirt delivery service, like the where they just send you like random clothes every month, kind of like that.
kind of, except it was just one shirt, just different designs
Yeah,
that no one else would be getting, except for people who are part of the subscription.
that's cool. Yippers.
Hmm.
So like, how do you feel about this latest comic you're working on? Excuse me. You're reaching for the
Um,
sky with this one.
it's it's taking forever just to get this chapter finished. I've been working on this chapter for like it didn't take as long as last chapter, but that's partly because I was working on this one, I think, or the one before, something like that. I don't even remember, but I've been working on this one at least for 2 or 3 months now, and I could have knocked it out by now, except that I had the Washington trip, and that's kind of what threw everything out of whack.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, no, it's really cool how you can see how passionate you are in this comic. Because it's been over, I think, 12 issues, and it's like, wow,
Yeah,
that's a lot. I think it takes a certain kind of person, someone definitely dedicated to his craft to keep on
yeah,
keeping on. They say it's like, what is it, like a marathon, not a race, and definitely with comics and series in general. So kudos,
yes,
you know, kudos. I know I can say I know, a friend or a guy that has come this
yeah.
far in his life, you know, which is good. That's awesome. um, but yeah, I like, Rem. He's a really cool character so much that I like, I like making graphics of him when I can, and stickers, which I did
Hmm.
one time. there's so much like potential with with this character. Like it's like so cool. Like it begs to be like illustrated in the graphic style. It's like I want you to illustrate me in a bold like
Yeah.
graphic, which I did. His head at least. Uh, but yeah, he's cool. I like his design, his colors, which I found out are now analogous scheme, which is cool. You know, it's intentional. Maybe if it's not, it's cool.
What?
Um,
Because of cool colors, blue and green.
yeah, like they're also analogous. Analogous.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't really
Um,
thinking about that when I came up with the colors.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
intentional.
yeah. So like kudos to that. That's definitely shows how passionate you are about your project. You know.
Yeah.
um, definitely be looking forward to what comes into the future. Um, definitely, I think the spirit of the project to me is like a David and Goliath scenario because I think at least from my perspective, you're taking on like the big industry, right? You're getting in there, and it takes more than determination. It takes spirit and sort of a such like endurance and long suffering. And kudos, kudos. That's cool. Um,
Yeah, you're certainly right on a lot of those things. And one thing that I've heard that I kind of agree with. I mean, I feel like I'm kind of feeling it now, but I've heard, some people say that passion uh, only goes so far, and
yeah,
that it only takes you so far before the comic or project you're working on needs to start paying off in some way, other
yeah, that's
than
for
just
sure.
you keeping it going.
Keeping it going.
And I think that's certainly start to get to me.
Hmm.
And after I complete this chapter and put it out on Webtoon and my uh, Patreon and everything, I've considered not stopping working on it, not certainly, but taking a break to work on other things. Um, and that doesn't necessarily mean whole other comics, but like things concerning Cold Blooded that I think would potentially help it grow in popularity. And one thing I've been thinking about is ever since I started putting it on Webtoon, um, uh, is I just put it on there as it is, as in a normal comic format. But Webtoon prefers if you do a vertical format.
Hmm.
But I didn't like the vertical format, so I didn't stick to it, or I didn't bother changing it or converting it. Which honestly, I don't think I really knew that was a thing at the time, or something that I would have been interested in. Um, but since then, I think vertical format is the popular format on Webtoon,
Hmm.
and I don't know if it's purely because Webtoon pushes it more, or if the people on the app genuinely like vertical format more. But either or, one thing I've considered doing, or that I want to do in my break from working on the comic itself, is well, first I want to re-letter everything I've done in Cold Blooded to have better lettering. Because honestly, I'm kind of embarrassed and ashamed of my lettering, of
Yeah.
my old
Well,
lettering, because I now see what is wrong with it.
Like the guy that you commissioned last time, he did a pretty good job. Just saying.
Well, I didn't. Well, one, I didn't commission him, but here's the thing. Like I didn't really like working with him.
Oh yeah, personally.
Um, and well, him, like I think he was a great guy, but
Got to
it
find the
just,
right match.
I I prefer to just do things by myself for right now. There's no one I trust more than me, and there's no one that knows what I want more than myself.
Yeah.
And I don't want to go through the process of working with someone to constantly, like, it was just a drag because I'd have to send it to them, and then I'd have to wait on a response or wait to get pages back. And then I get pages back, and not all of them are quite how I want. I want to make changes, and then I have to wait. I have to send them back and wait again. And it's just like, if I was just doing it all myself, even if it's not as good or professional or whatever, I would rather do it myself and get it done, but also get it how I want it, more or less.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And another thing is like, I want someone who understands manga, and I don't think he really understood manga. Like, you really, there's certain things you do in manga that you wouldn't do in American comics. There's just the total opposite. Like in American comics, you wouldn't see a balloon in a corner like that. But Japanese comics do it all the time.
Yeah.
Another thing Japanese comics do is they'll cover artwork with balloons, even characters. And American comics are like, oh, don't cover artwork, don't cover characters. And it's just very opposite things, particularly with lettering. And to me, the lettering, which includes the bubbles or the speech balloons, is part of the lettering, is just as important. Their placement and how they're placed and drawn and everything is just as important to me as like the actual artwork itself, because it does control like the flow of things. Because like you see the characters, your eye follows the characters, but when there's actual text there and you're reading it, your eye will also follow the text and the balloons.
Yeah.
And guides your eye as well.
Guides the eye. No, I can see that.
But as I was saying, after I re-letter everything, what I want to do is convert my pages to vertical format, and I'll release them in weekly updates on Webtoon. And this will basically be kind of a test as to whether vertical format will help me out or not. And I think it will be a great idea if I can, because I already have so much of the comic done, and if I just take a little bit of time to convert into vertical format, I can come up with a bunch of updates. Like I can make the first chapter, I'm pretty sure, into 4 different updates. And if I update it once a week, that's already a month. And I can schedule them, and I don't have to worry about them. And I can use it to promote my comic and promote my Patreon. And if I can get Webtoon readers to look at the comic as I make it like this, that's even better. Because my big thing is just readership. I just need a readership. But this thing broke.
Yeah, or your nib. Did it break? What's going on with the nib? Is that possible? I didn't know.
Well, it's like it's behaving kind of weird. Like the little things. I don't know what to call them. The prongs. They were like separating really easy with not a lot of pressure. And I was thinking, well, maybe I was pressing down too hard, but I didn't have that problem before. Maybe it was with this. Maybe I'm using the wrong thing. But basically, my personal testimony comic, I also want to kind of spruce it up and finish it and letter and come up with the title, and I may need a logo. But I need to come up with a name first before I need a logo and a cover. And once I get all that, I also want to convert it to vertical format and actually put it out weekly before Cold Blooded to kind of test the waters to see how good vertical format really does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good idea.
But the thing is, yeah.
Looking good.
Thanks.
So like, what would the audience? What would you say the audience about, like, what you think about line weight and how important it is in a comic?
It's a very specific question.
Yeah.
I do have an opinion on line weight, but what made you want to ask that?
Because your nib, like you said, it broke, but I saw like the weight, like it made, and that it looks like a V. I can't like see right now, but like the first 2 strokes that you did on the next panel, and it added some. There's some variations in weight, in the line. It's pretty cool from here. Variations.
Yeah, line quality is kind of funny because it's one of those things that I almost have to make a conscious effort to do, because it's like when I draw, I don't really have to think about anything. But the thing is, well, I have to think about line weight, because if I don't, I just won't do it. It's maybe I'm getting to where it's less of a conscious effort, because like, I don't know, I'm getting more used to it. But like, line weight, is pretty easy. Even if you draw it all with no line weight, you can always go back over and thicken up lines. But
yeah,
I just keep in mind 2 things, and that's that, where the light hits is going to be thinner, and obviously where it doesn't, it's going to be thicker, like right here under this pinky in the hand. But then the other thing is the pinch and stretch. So things that like curve, so like this will be thin, but then this will get thicker because it curves. This should be pretty thin because the light's in it.
Mm-hmm.
Always try to get things to taper off. And then this should be thick because it's kind of a curve.
Yeah, nice
thick,
and curved.
Thin, thick, thin, thick, thin.
Thick and thin, thick and thin.
Thin,
I know
thick,
whenever
thin.
I
need a little more ink.
I know whenever I do my own drawings and stuff, my line my lines are usually even, although I should explore,
because you're not thinking about it, right? There's no conscious effort.
Yeah, but like after seeing like the comic that you did, like when you're in Seattle, well, like some of the practice stuff, at least that you posted online, with like the variations in like line weight and how much it can make like a difference. in like any drawing or illustration or comic. It'll, you know, I should probably
Are you talking
commit to
about
that.
the examples I did on paper?
Yeah, like they were really good. Like
Elements and principles. Thanks.
the emphasis on, there was one where like it emphasized like line weight and like the variety of the line, how thin or thick it was depending on like how the light hit, and its depiction of light, trying to convey light, volume, shadow. It's great. That's like something I need to work on, because usually when I draw, I just default to like flat, simple shapes. That's
Right.
usually when I doodle or sketch or something. But yeah, that's a good thing, you know, that comic book artists too. And I thought, hey, why not mention it? Let's appreciate line weight. let's let's have 5 minutes of silence for line weight. I'm just kidding. Like, yeah, it's looking good. I know the project that I'm working on right now, one of the stickers, the emphasis is really on like highlights, shadows, value, and I'm using pattern for like an illustration for like a little wolf illustration. So there's no like line per se, like line weight per se, but like line is conveyed through the use of like shadow and form and shapes.
Mm-hmm.
So because everything's flat, like usually the way I like to work is like with flat shapes and an illustrative kind of style, graphic. Some may say the last project I did, to be honest, where I emphasized line weight was like that RAM sticker that I made, available now in my shop. You know, the modern guy shop. But that was cool because like your character just begs to be like, uh, you know, can like convey through like a bold kind of like graphic line style. Yeah.
You know,
So
I've kind of when I came up with the design, I thought of that. Like, I think this he has potential to be kind of like iconic looking.
yeah, iconic. But yeah, it was really fun, like working on his face as like a sticker. Um, you know, that was cool. So the way I went about doing it is, I'm not gonna lie, the reference that I did look up were like the illustrations from Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, because they used like these really fat, like wild line weights. And I was like, hey, this would look great, you know, like that's the only thing that I could think of to reference like something
Yeah.
that used like these really heavy, like bold line weights. So like I did look at those pictures, um, to reference them. And then I think I did like a couple of graphic novels. I just like searched general graphic novel images and like graphic design stuff, and just kind of, you know, went in a direction from there. I used Illustrator. Um, I know I like using Illustrator. It takes a lot longer, but I think you get a really good result if you commit to it. You know,
If
I've
you keep at
seen,
it and you believe in yourself.
yeah, if you keep at it and you believe in yourself. You know, I think, you know, there are people that like hand draw this kind of stuff, but for me, I thought Illustrator, it could have hand drawn it, but like Illustrator just gives off like a nice, clean, crisp,
I thought you did
finished
hand draw it
product.
too.
Yeah, like I think I did, but I ended up not liking it, so I just kind of went back to Illustrator. Yeah, like here we go again. Like the last thing I drew that was like by hand was like a snake sticker, which I showed you, and I don't know why. I don't know. Like I was thinking reptiles. I had reptiles on the brain that day, so I drew, you know, that snake sticker. And I still need to print it out and die cut it, cut it, print and cut. But I look forward to doing that. I have like 2 new stickers to add to my shop by the end of this month. So, yeah. Nothing too serious since I did that wolf, not the wolf, the lion sticker thing, which I love. I love that thing. That was my favorite project. Was the lion that I did. Because no, wait a minute. Because on that one too, like I kind of focused on line weight too. So like there's a really fat line weight to it that I like. When I like really have a project I'm committed to, I like using, and it calls for like line weight. I like using like fat, like thick line weights. Like so thick. Hashtag thick. Like 4 C's. Because I do like them thick. Like I'm just saying, like, and I like my line weights thick. That's how I work whenever I'm using line in art. Hashtag thick. Hashtag Etsy. Hashtag modern guy. Hashtag self promotion. I'm just kidding. And I've not really done that big of a project since. That was like when I was into my glitter phase, things that were shiny, that sparkled, But yeah, turns out like you can do a lot with stickers. There's a lot of different finishes, and that you can use on stickers. I've seen like wood, felt. There's glitter, there's glow in the dark, there's clear, there's see-through, there's die cut. There's 3D stickers, which those are really nice and cool. Yeah, there's a lot that you can do with them. I view it as like a high art. Like I view it as like a serious medium, when I do work in stickers. And I actually might, if my teaching career furthers, I was actually thinking of like proposing like a course where that's like what we do, like make stickers. Because like I would like to do that. That's like a thing. Yeah, but Rem's head looks great as like a graphic. His whole body really, like if I commit to doing like a whole body of him, trust me, I'd use thick lines again, like heavy thick lines to accentuate like that muscular physique. That's just saying.
Yeah.
And he looked pretty cool, pretty cool. Very, very kind of sharp edges, I guess. Maybe I might use a different color instead of black. Who knows? I'll probably use Illustrator again. Illustrator's my friend, man. Speaking of which, a lot of artists might want to know, like, hey, are there alternatives to Illustrator? Yes, there is. There's like, I think Pixelmator is one of them, and then you use like certain software for comics. Like what's the name again? I forget. Whoops.
Clip Studio Paint.
Yeah, Clip Studio Paint. So that's a good one too.
How do you forget that?
I'm sorry, I just forget.
You fool. I must commit seppuku immediately.
Yeah, like seppuku. And there's another one like I was thinking of switching to, because I'm actually thinking of cutting my cloud stream cable, because I'm paying like Adobe every month. So it's really like another thing to know is that it's not so much the program that you use that makes the art. That's just really a tool. All these different programs and stuff like that. Those are just tools, like a means to an end. Oh, it's called Affinity Photo and Affinity Design.
Don't forget about GIMP.
Yeah, GIMP. No, GIMP is free. That's cool. It's free. That works. Like GIMP. So it's GIMP, Affinity Photo, Clip Studio, Affinity Design, and then Pixelmator is a good one. So yes, I'm actually kind of annoyed at this point because Adobe has a pretty good stronghold on the whole like creative software market, and like everyone uses it because like no one does it better than them. But technically speaking, I believe like anyone could make their own software, which that happens. Like the engineers like at major studios like Disney and DreamWorks and stuff like that, and in-house studios that are really big, they typically make their own software sometimes to handle like tasks that mainstream consumer software wouldn't be able to handle. So that's cool.
Yeah, problem. Let's just make our own software.
Yeah. I know I would. Enough of this, fees. I'm not down with that, like monthly subscriptions.
Yeah, that's like, if you could just buy it, that would be so much better.
Yeah, because I think I've already paid more at this point when it was like you bought the software itself, like as a whole, and then now
Oh yeah.
I'm paying more. So like their business model is cool because it guarantees that they'll be in profit for life, because you can only get their software through subscription. But,
Unless there's another competitor that takes it away from them.
Yeah, like software engineers out there, please like make a good Photoshop and Illustrator alternative, so that we won't have to pay these fees. Fees. I can't believe the fees. But I think like good artists, they make do with what they have. Because I remember, like, and you'll see sometimes people make stuff, and you'll be like, "Oh, how did they make that?" And I heard this guy, he made Joel, like he made his early illustrations like in Microsoft PowerPoint, which is really funny. Like, I can't believe you did that.
I thought you were about to say Microsoft Paint.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure there's a people that can make you use Paint too, but I wouldn't. I don't know. Like, use whatever you have on hand. Like I said, it's just a tool, like a means to an end. You know how to use it, use it. But then also like use your tools wisely. If you know certain tools are better at certain things, just I think that's a philosophy that I adopt. Just be wise about it and be time efficient. Um, it's another thing. Time efficiency, time versus time spent on what you're doing versus like time saved. Because time is money, and if you can make it as soon as possible, it's good without cheapening it. A lot of animated studios are using a really fast production pipeline that I don't agree with, because it kind of cuts out the hand drawn essence of it, and it's more like puppetry, I guess. Like replacement parts.
Oh yeah.
It's fast and easy, and cheap, cheap. I do kind of miss the old
I
days of
heard that
animation.
they can just pretty much program when the eye blinks.
Yeah, I mean, I have no doubt they can do that. Like sentient animation characters, that'd be cool. Like
Well, no, it's like you set it. If it's like puppet, then you can just set it to where the eye blinks every so often, and then you don't have to manually like animate it blinking.
mm-hmm.
But then that
Yeah,
kind of
you can do
takes
that.
away something.
Yeah, that's true. Darn. um, yeah, I just like the bounce and stretch that used to be in the old animated movies and cartoons. in the actual character within the animation process, that's conveyed through the principles and techniques. Like you don't see that a lot. Like a lot of animation is like rigid and does not have bounce and stretch. I think like this upcoming generation, like they're missing that. Like characters are really stiff.
Yeah.
I think I get where their style is coming from, and I think there can be like a good balance to where.
Blair's in the chat.
Hey Blair, Blairito.
Thanks, Blair. I'm just now seeing this. Thanks, Serge. You need to be paying attention to the chat.
That was 9:30. Oh, that was like a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah, so he could still be watching. Hopefully.
Oh, no. Hey Blair, how's it going? I have my chat open now. So any visitors?
He's watching it on Twitch.
Oh, cool. Welcome back.
I'm streaming to Twitch and YouTube right now.
Twitch. The best of both worlds. Yeah. And yeah, just having a conversation about the animation industry right now. Like where has it been, where it is, and where it's headed. Hopefully someplace good.
Apparently, he was going to play some Among Us or Scriblio, but he's actually asking me if we want to join. Would you want to do Scriblio if I end the stream soon?
Sure, yeah. Yeah.
Oh no, I was actually thinking about going to bed,
but well, I'm hungry. I'm gonna get a quick bite to eat before I hop on. If it's if you do it, I'll do it sort of thing. You know what I mean? That's kind of like my nature. Like most of the time. I mean, sometimes I can be pretty feisty. Like I can go without you, or forget you, or something like that. Forget you. Matt, like it was funny. Yesterday, Matt was an imposter. I didn't think he was an imposter, like, because I didn't see him as someone that would kill someone.
Well, if you're an imposter, it's like, what else are you gonna do?
Yeah, it was funny though, because it's like I could imagine him in real life. Like in a really dark humor sort of way, killing someone and no one would know. I know I wouldn't know. I thought, Matt, hey, I thought you were really cool.
That says a lot about Matt. That says a lot about you thinking what you think of Matt.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
I don't know about you, but my heart races every time I'm the imposter.
Yeah, like I don't know. I'm glad I wasn't.
I'm just thinking, I don't want to get caught.
Yeah,
but the thing is, I want to be the imposter because I want to be the one guy to get it overall and win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like the game's cool. I think it would be great if it was in 3D. That would be interesting. Like, and in VR. Like, I talked to one of Blair's friends about it, and he's mentioned like, "Oh, that would be pretty
there
cool."
are VR. There is a VR version of it.
Oh, nice. Let's do that one. That's so freaky. That would freak me out. Like VR, virtual reality. Yeah.
But it doesn't. It probably doesn't look as good as what you think it does.
Oh wow! So it doesn't look good.
Well, it's just. I'll have to show you. All right, I'll just show you and get your opinion on it.
Yeah. 1 out of 5. I'll rate it
But
like
first
1 out
off,
of
I
5.
don't even know if it is like a. First of all, I don't think it's like an official like Among Us VR game.
It's fan made. Yeah.
um, yeah, it might be. I'm not actually sure. I haven't. I've only seen it in a YouTube video, and I just kind of. It just seemed like it. It wasn't an official thing, but
Mhm.
because I see them playing all kinds of maps from like cartoons and other stuff I recognize that like is clear, but like I'm pretty sure it's not official.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's interesting. When I get to see it, can't wait. 1 out of 10. Hey, you know what you should do? You should
Oh, yeah.
draw. I'm sorry.
What were you gonna say?
Well, like, so you know that YouTube channel I showed you how to draw with detail. Like, if you did something like that,
Uh-huh.
that'd be really funny. You know, so weird. Yeah, that's all I was
I was
gonna
gonna
say.
say I forgot to post my make an Instagram post from yesterday's stream, so I'll
Mhm.
probably do that after this one.
Yeah, nice. What else? Let's see. I went to Popeyes today to try their new like Wicked Twisted Shrimp, and I was order like 666. Yeah, concerned. I'm concerned. I'm just kidding. That was funny. You know, so I highlighted my day. Um, I personally think Popeyes is just all right. I prefer
Execute order
Cane's.
6.
Yeah, 666. I told John like, this is the
Execute
birthplace of
order
Satan
66.
in a joking way. Although it's no joke.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, it's because their chicken's pretty not too good. But Cane's is chicken, man.
Oh,
Cane's is awesome. Could eat Cane's all day. You know.
I know you can, my child. It's your
Sorry.
sweet treat.
Yeah. I think like he could have went further with that animation because it's like I kept waiting for like something more extreme to happen. Although like I like his
Yeah,
mix of like live action. That was cool.
yeah. Um,
Like some caressing going on. It's
yeah,
like
that is funny
okay.
because half the time, because that's happened. Because in some videos, characters will pretty much get killed off or maimed, but and then when it doesn't happen, they'll be like, I was expecting it to happen. I was surprised. Oh, it didn't happen.
Like if they gave me that like sort of animate like that prompt to animate, like my direction would have been a little bit more sensual. Like I'm just saying, like there's so much you can do with
Uh,
Tony the Tiger, and I feel like he played it safe, which is good, compared to his other animated shorts and stuff. Uh, you know, the beauty community one was actually pretty funny because it's true. That's they are pretty much like that. And like the way he depicted like Jeffree Star is like kind of like a corpse. It's like, yeah, kind of. Uh, and like he was like being racist, which is funny because his in his MySpace days, he said some like not too good stuff, which he had to like explain away
oh wow.
a couple years ago because he used some like some words that would have gotten him canceled. And in today's
So it
age,
starts at the end.
yeah, pretty much. So like there was this whole video where like he was apologizing, saying, "Oh, that was a different time of my day, and like totally not like that anymore, and I'm all about like supporting minorities and you know,
Yeah.
like let's sweep that under the rug." Um, and then James Charles, that was funny. That was a sellout guy. Um, you can tell they're desperate because if you've kept up with him, like him making like an Among Us like video game, uh,
Yeah.
video, like he does makeup. It's like, where is this coming from?
But to
And it
be
kind of
fair, who isn't doing an Among Us video? Like,
yeah,
I see everybody be doing Among Us videos. I don't blame them. It's fun.
yeah, it's
Fun
fun.
doing Among Us videos.
And then it's funny because he had that whole scandal where he was like trying to like seduce straight men, and that was funny because his friends
Yeah.
they responded to him and were like, Tati was like, that's not cool. You can't just like hit on a straight guy like that. They were like scolding him. The memes though were hilarious. You sent me that one, which was like
Mhm.
the SpongeBob one where like he was ripping his pants,
Yeah.
and it was like caption him like James Charles and then straight guys because they're just kind of like annoyed at that point and telling them stop.
Oh yeah.
Like not that I watch him, I just kept up for a bit.
It's okay. Yeah,
I'm
it's
sorry.
okay.
James Charles.
Your sins are forgiven.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, that's funny. I got some new follows on Reddit, which is cool, and I think they're coming from like my Twitch. So that's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Always.
Okay, I'm gonna change. I don't know how to change this, but whenever I stream from StreamYard to Twitch, Twitch always puts it automatically into the talk show and host category instead of art, and it should really be in art.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't edit anything about it because it's live. Like I wanted to. Oh man,
Sure is.
I'll have to edit it afterwards.
Yeah. Post.
Someone I know just after like 3 days became an affiliate on Twitch. I'm like super jealous.
What does he do? Like stream video games?
No, he does art.
Oh, okay, cool, nice, good for him.
Yeah.
I'm still in the making right now. I'm still trying to reach my 30 follower goal. Oh, which is cool because I got another follower the other day, so I'm like at 24, I think. I'm almost there. Thank God. I like in my streams. I usually like trash talking like Clash Blasters, brushes, buckets. Like the easy weapons. I'm just kidding. There's probably someone listening and they're gonna like cancel me or something.
Oh boy.
Yeah. But and then like that last play that I uploaded to YouTube, that got a lot of responses. Actually, on Reddit, I got 2 awards for that and some a lot of upvotes, which is awesome because I wasn't expecting that. So I guess like my online presence is going pretty good right now. It's better than it has been. But I really want to make sales. Like if anyone's out in the stream, please buy my stickers on the Etsy shop at Modern Guy. Really appreciate it because like, I gotta live somehow. Artists gotta eat somehow. And they're not
Hey,
paying
my
me for
headline
good
pitch.
looks. Yeah.
One of my headline pitches is getting a lot of votes on the Babylon Bee forum.
Oh yeah, this is the one you sent a picture of. That was funny. That was a funny one.
Yeah, you remember what it was?
It was about like voting. or like it was a poll, like why they think that who's most
Yeah.
thankful
Okay.
for Thanksgiving being over, and it was like I'm just glad it's over.
It
2020
was
is over.
um let me look it up real quick. Um, and I'll see how many
Yeah,
votes it has.
what people are most thankful for. They're thankful that 2020 is almost over, and that's ranked number one.
Okay, you read that and you read it so wrong. Like the delivery was all off.
Yeah,
Don't worry, I'm about to read it. You gotta read it just right. So, because you said 2020, you said it. You said like you said it real weird, all weird like. Okay, and poll asking what people are most thankful for. Thankful 2020 is almost over, ranked number one.
yeah.
Yeah, I do. I read this to my parents, and they laughed before I even finished it. So I was like, "Oh yeah, I know I got a good one."
Yeah, it's funny because it's
It's got
true because
9
it's
votes.
a
Hasn't got
disaster.
any more votes yet,
Yeah,
but if if it gets popular enough, it could get published by the Babylon Bee.
nice, awesome, congrats
Mm-hmm.
on you making your way up.
It hasn't happened yet. It might not happen, but if it did, that'd be amazing. I hope it
Nice,
does.
be one of their like top contributors. Nice.
I hope so. I need to pitch. I want to pitch headlines every day. Honestly,
Yeah,
it's hard coming up with good,
clever
funny
titles.
headlines. I'm only limited to 4 headlines a day, so I can only post 4 headlines a day. That's a
Hmm.
limit.
That makes sense. Like they wouldn't want anyone spamming.
Like spamming. Yeah. Washington football team owner doesn't want to offend again. Changes name to just football team. That's one of the headlines on here. That's a lot of votes. I thought you might laugh, but you didn't.
Wait, read it again. Sorry.
Washington football team owner doesn't want to offend again. Changes name to just football team.
Let's see. Yeah, that's kind of funny.
I don't get it entirely, but like, yeah.
Well, it's because they did change their name, didn't they? Like they're not the
Oh, I
Redskins
don't
anymore.
know. Probably.
No, like they're not the Redskins. So it's like making fun of like how cancel culture is not really going to end. I guess I don't know. Or like they're being like overtly sensitive and they're just gonna choose something so generic like that.
After realizing that heart disease is killing more people than COVID, CDC belatedly bans triple bacon cheeseburgers.
That's kind of funny. that's funny because that does
Uh,
make sense because that's America. That's where we're at. We're kind of just eating too
yeah.
much. Because I had it's funny because I actually had a bacon cheeseburger today from Wendy's.
Dems propose replacing Thanksgiving with Thanks for Nothing Day.
Thanks for nothing. That's funny. Tell all your people that you're apathetic towards. Thanks for nothing. Had a good year. Thanks for nothing. Ooh, my package is on the way. Arriving Tuesday, December 1st. I know what I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for delivery
Oh,
services like
there's
Amazon.
a post in here that I think that did get published, and you may have seen it. I saw it. So someone pitched this: Oregon governor frees all prisoners to provide prison space for families celebrating Thanksgiving.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Well, that's like in the
Yeah.
sense that, like, weren't they letting prisoners go? Like, that was like the whole debate.
They were releasing nonviolent offenders,
Yeah.
but the joke here is that the Oregon governor just freeing all prisoners in favor to prison people's gathering to celebrate Thanksgiving. You know, that's a joke. Well,
Yes, senpai. You have something to say?
well, Padawan, I'm thinking about ending the stream
Yes.
because I got a page done. And it's like that's good enough for me. I'll get another page done tomorrow.
Yeah.
This has been Perry's Hotter. You can follow me at PerryS_Hotter on any social media platform. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way, it will ensure that you are notified whenever I upload or stream a video next. Read my manga, Cold Blooded, for free on Webtoon, Tapastic, Pop Comics, the Duck Web Comics, and now the Ninth Dot Art. Links are in the description on my YouTube channel, and I'll include this description of the Twitch after I end the stream as well. And also in the links, subscribe to my. Okay, I'm saying way too much. My email list, and you'll get a free 25-page PDF of the first chapter. That comes with some bonus content, but the first chapter of my manga. And then you can buy a physical. I have physical copies. You can buy. There should be a link to that. Just let me know if you use it. Make sure it works. Anyway, Serge, what do you have to say for yourself?
Well, Blair's still there. Thanks, Blair, for tuning in. Sorry I couldn't comment on your comment.
He's not.
He's
in a voice chat, so he can't hear us. He may have it open, but
okay.
You can go ahead and thank him anyway.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm also a creator. You can catch me making stickers on my Etsy. The Modern Guy. You can also catch me streaming on Twitch as well. I usually stream Splatoon. I'm a huge Squid fan. I love squids. So like my name's going to be BearGeo01 on Twitch. I might do a stream tomorrow. Who knows? I usually stream during the weekends for sure. And then catch me on Reddit. I'm a regular contributor on Reddit. My Reddit's BearGeo. You can catch all the news there. And then I have an Instagram, which is Sergio. Wow, BBB. You got to change that. But yeah, like I said, make stickers on an Illustrator, and then I sell them on Etsy. Look for my shop, which is the Modern Guy, and then look for my Reddit, which is BearGeo, and then my Twitter, which is BearGeo01. Yeah, that's pretty much it on my end.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that wraps it up. I was listening to your beautiful, soothing voice. No homo, but yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm ending. Let's put up the last page. You can tell what's happening, right?
Yeah, that's there. Looking good.
Anyway, goodbye and good night. Have a great Thanksgiving tomorrow.